If you do not support parties like the EFF, we run a risk of all parties in South Africa being owned by the likes of Rupert, who have the money to buy everything that moves in this country.
We've got one common enemy, and that enemy is Rupert, who owns the whole of South Africa. That is the man we must have a problem with. Because this Rupert and his family owns everything in South Africa. And when we say they own everything, we mean everything. The toothpaste that you used this morning comes from the Rupert. There is no single one of us who arrived here today without using something that belongs to the Rupert. How can one family own everything? How can one family control the lives of everyone together with the Oppenheimers?
There is a problem here. There is a guy called Johan Rupert who controls South Africa, who controls Ramaphosa, Tito Mboweni, Trevor Manuel, Jamnandas Godhan. This guy, Rupert, says if we don't stop our nonsense, he's going to leave. I want to call upon South Africans. Let us speed up the process of accompanying Rupert to the airport, because we don't want Rupert in South Africa. That's what we've been saying about these fellows. They are not South Africans. That's why every moment they say, we will leave. Leave to where? If you are South African. We, South Africans, whether the times are bad or good, we are South Africans.
Gaynor and I were very fortunate to be close to President Mandela. And when he said, I'm resigning, I'm doing one term, because I want to set an example to the rest of Africa. I must say he did regret it later on. When he was outlasted by decades by some of his contemporaries. But so we asked him, so who do you want to take over? And he said, no, Mr. Mbeki. And I was surprised. I said, not President Ramaphosa. He said, no, I want the young man to go out and make money. I've said to Dr. Motlana, he must go and make money so that when he comes back to be president, he can not be bribable. Now, I didn't quite understand it in those days, but he said, no, I want him to go out to make money.
Legally?
Very legally, but yeah, but I want him to go into the private sector.
Yes.
And, you know, Errol Flynn years ago said the problem with my life is that my gross needs exceed my net income. And I'm afraid if you look at who became bribable, they all had that problem.